Um, I don't know whether you guys can hear me or not. Or the screen is not great. Oh, it's not great. We just go. Yeah. Okay. Huh? So it needs to be on the computer, isn't it? All right. So let me just see. Can I see? Okay, B is there, so I can see the comments. Okay, great. Can you comment something, Paul, so that I can see whether I can see the comments? B, I see you. Just comment something so I can see. Yeah, okay, great. How's the picture quality, guys, and the sound? How is that? Okay, okay, that's fine. I think let's do the delivery for now, and then we can look at all the other bits later. That's fine. So let's just see if anyone is. Okay. Are you happy to? Yeah, that's fine. I can go ahead. Let me just see who's joining us, and then. Huh? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Then yeah, the picture quality would have been better, but we'll see. Yeah. Okay, guys. Let's see who's here. Are we sharing the link now? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Essie Moyo, how are you? I see you there, Essie. Um, B, I see you as well. Okay, that's fine. Guys, just let the others know that we've started. And so we'll give a couple of minutes or so that other people can also come. Just see if I can type something here. Uh, Hi, Essie. All right, let's just see who else is joining. B, can you just let me know if we've got enough people? Let's see if we can just get a few people in. Yeah, this picture quality is not the best. Let's just see. Okay, yeah, B, I see you there. All right. Hi, Alfred. Gatair, how are you? Okay. So let's just see if we can maybe get to a few people first and then we can start, okay? Uh, there's someone on the group here who's saying I'm on the YouTube, but I can't see anything. Guys, admins, can you? You shared the link, have you? Okay. Okay. Hi, Kuti, how are you? Okay. All right, that's fine. It's been posted on the groups now. So, oh, that picture quality, guys. Oh my God. Anyways, um, okay. I think I'll just wait a minute and a half. Okay, that's good. Okay, guys. So those of you that are joining, let us know where you're joining from and whether you're a startup or you're scaling, so that we can have our conversation. Okay. Um, SC saying thank you, Kara, even on a Saturday. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, and B saying please start, Carol. Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you, those that have come, that are joining. And I trust that those of you that are joining have joined us from the groups that we started this week. My name is Carole Nyakudya. Some of you may already know or not know. I apologize for the picture quality that we have. When things are starting off, it's what it is, isn't it? And so, what I want us to do is to just get an opportunity to get a bit of clarity. We've had a very, very eventful week since the onset of what we've been doing here in terms of the business hubs that we're setting up. And so, I want us to get a bit of clarity groups, but also just with regards to the direction and where we are going and what next. I also want to open this up so that it's time for you to ask your questions quite directly. I know that I wasn't able to come to speak to you directly, sometimes on the groups, and even if I posted a message or whatever, it was being swallowed up by so many other messages. So some people were missing out on information, some people were going through all sorts of experiences. So I just wanted to come here so that we talk in real time, okay? And I get to understand where you are and understand how we can help you. Okay, and if you're just joining for the first time, as I say, my name is Carole Nyakudya. Some of you might know me from other platforms, but I guess the platform I'm coming to you on this now is the business platform. I am the director of a company called Lorac Healthcare and also the founder of a non-governmental organization called the Lorac Foundation. Lorac Healthcare has been established since 2013 in the Birmingham area of the United Kingdom, and the Lorac Foundation has been established since 2008. And we've been doing a lot of work in the healthcare field with regards to, also my background is mental health and senior management in the NHS. I've got more than 20 years experience within the NHS, but then also, sort of within domiciliary care, PA support, supported living, 16 to 18, learning disabilities and mental health. And that is my primary job, what I do, 9 to 5. And then on the foundation side, we do more of the coaching, the mentorship, and we do that also projects that have to do with health, relief of poverty, and education. We do that in the United Kingdom and in Africa. So just so if you're new to me in that field, respect, you might get a little bit of an idea of what I do. But that's not really why I'm here. The reason that I'm here is for us to be able to make a personal connection. And of course, in this tech season, what I wanted us to do was to, to connect at that level. Oh, but Tyra, I see you saying the sound is not good. Let me do my best to see whether we can get the speakers up a bit more, maybe. Is that any better? Trying that. Obviously, it's the first time that we're using some of these platforms. So, I think they'll obviously get better as we go in time. Okay. So in the last few days, what started up was a supported living support hub. Okay. And I just wanted to bring clarity as to what is going on there. Noni is saying hi, Carol. Sungai is saying hi, Carol. And Mbimbani Pande is saying hi, Carol. Okay, let me know where you are, the region where you are, guys, and whether you're starting up or you're scaling, okay? So that we can see how we can support each other. Oh, Batara is in Northampton and is a startup of dom care. Okay. So the thing we have come for really today is to bring some clarity. I think some of the guys are saying the sound Let's just see. Okay, we'll try our best, okay? And we'll improve the systems as we go forward, okay? But today, let's just try and pick up what we can pick up. I want you to be asking me questions directly, some that you're asking on the group, and some that you want to be able to understand, particularly the burning questions. And I also want to clarify a few things for you that people were getting confused about on the groups, okay? So those two main things. So burning questions that people were feeling like this needs to be done right now. So I want you to be able to understand number one, let me first understand where people are joining from. Moline is in the West Midlands and is a startup. Ida, Ida Anyabereka is saying hi, Carol. I am Noni, I'm in Northampton and I'm a startup. Okay, so let me just take some notes while we're doing this. So we've got Noni, who is a startup. Moline is a startup as well. Okay, all right. So most people here look like they're startups. Most of you look like you are startups on here right now. Okay, so all right. So obviously, I hope that you have you've listened to the Zoom meeting that we had in the middle of the week, at the beginning of the week, okay? So that will give you a little bit of clarity. But I wanted to clarify the issue with regards to payment or not payment. Our business hubs are entirely free. There's no charge at all to being a business that is affiliated to us, okay? So I wanted you to clarify that to be clarified to you. There's no charge at all. There's zero charge to you being a business that is affiliated to us. But what happened in time is that once this had come up in motion and had been set up in motion, what happened was that more people started getting in contact, and lots of people were calling, at odd times, at different times, with different questions. So it became overwhelming. So it wasn't possible for me to be responding to all those questions properly in that time. So for that reason, we decided to say, let's put a system in place where we can have work hubs, okay? So the business community, for you to be part of the business community, there's no charge for that. And in that business community, you can still be able to ask questions and all that, and they can be answered and all that in that space, okay? It's just about creating that space, which we have done. It's just a safe space for us all, okay? And then if you have more specific questions, like, with regards to, say, your CQC, and you have specific questions, or you want to be taken through a specific process, and you need more time to look at that, that's what we're saying, join a work hub, okay? So you need to be part of the working hub then. Then what happens is you get a dedicated person to sit with you, be it going through your form, be it preparing you for your interview, be it those things. So we can't answer adequately 100 people asking the same things. So we wanted, this whole thing is meant to be for community impact, okay? So it's meant to, ideally it should have been nothing charged all the way, but because of the volume of people, we needed to put a structure in such a manner that even you as a business person, you decide for yourself what you want to achieve, and then you can be directed to a specific work hub. So the working hubs are the ones that are being charged, and you make a choice as to whether you want to be part of the working hub or not. You decide whether your business needs it or it doesn't. If your business needs the working hub, then you go and look at the one that you want, and you obviously get the support that you want, the specific one. Okay, and we've put them in groups of 6. So you can choose from the 6 whether you're startup or scaling up, the one that best meets your needs. Okay, so there's no fee to you being here. All right, and as I said, we want to be able to have just that network where we can support each other. Does that make sense? And then if you then want something further than that, so you want consultancy or anything like that, then you have to be prepared to pay for those things, because consultants are going to charge you for those. Okay, so you can't expect guys to be a business that doesn't pay. I mean, how are you going to get gloves or get you be in your business, isn't it? You have to be able to trade and get what you want. Okay, so there's no mandatory thing and there's no hidden costs or anything like that. Obviously, we aim to be very open with communication, and we'll be communicating with you whatever changes are happening. I'm just a very straightforward person. What you see with me is what you get, okay? So there's no hidden agenda. There's no profit making, none of that. It's obviously there's some costs that are involved with the process, and that if it is cost, then I'll let you know. But as it is right now, the business hubs, the working groups are the only ones that are there for charging because of the volume of people that sometimes are even asking the same questions. Is that clear? So just let me know if it's clear for you. Please, can you just put on here if you've understood that, aspect of things. All right. And I see you guys were saying startups. Okay. So can you then also then put on here the questions that you have? Today's session, I wanted it to be purely a Q&A to reduce some of that anxiety that people have been having, okay? And Valerie is saying, where do you access the hubs? Okay, so how we're accessing the hubs, the systems that we're putting in place. If you remember, in this last Zoom meeting that we had, we said, you've got to give us your email address, isn't it? Your business has to be registered. If you're part of the hub, you being here right now, you are part of the business hub, isn't it? But then we need you to be registered. And if you need to register your business, how you register your business is through sending your email address and doing that through the Survey Monkey. That's the Survey Monkey, so that we know which businesses we have and what needs that they have and how many those businesses are. Do you get what I'm saying? Then we can then be specific in terms of targeting what the interventions, and you can have the interventions that suit you at the level at the level where you are. Okay, so how you register your business, please fill out the Survey Monkey. If you've got difficulties filling out the Survey Monkey, then just send in an email, send in your email address, because what we'll do as we go along, as we've trained each other, as we've coached each other, we will then have like a framework amongst ourselves, okay? A framework of businesses that meet a certain level of compliance, because we will know what level that everybody is at, because we have worked with you. You get what I'm saying? And then we will be telling you as we go what else will be coming from it, okay? Right, okay. Patisani, I see your question there. I'm coming to it just in a minute. In terms of the business hub, the supported living, the dom care, supported living and the dom care, healthcare hub is specific for healthcare, right? But then there's some businesses who do healthcare, but then they do other things, like myself. In our business, we run the healthcare side, but we also run a portfolio of other businesses. So what we want to do is to create that hub, that network, that if we have other businesses, and also if you notice in our teams and in other places, we've got some people who want to be in business in Australia, some are in South Africa, some are in America. So what we do also is to create that network where people can then also scale their businesses, even from healthcare, say, to property, or from healthcare to mining, or from healthcare to agriculture. You see what I'm saying? So that's why we have to put the specific structures that relate to the specific industry. So for the healthcare industry, for the supported living, we've got the work hubs, okay? Within the healthcare space, the WhatsApp groups, we can still ask our questions and all this and the other. If you've got any marketing that you want to do, or if you feel that you've got something that you can contribute to this hub, right? You have to inbox me or inbox an admin. You can't just post your thing because we don't know where we're going to structure it. Okay, so don't just post, I do websites. But if you come to the inbox and let us know, you know what, I do websites or I do this thing, I want to see where I can fit in the hub, right? Then what we're going to do is we make sure that your product, what you have, we can fit it into the hub to be able to answer someone else's need. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's about creating the systems that ensure that we are there for each other systematically. So don't just randomly post things. And those of you that are getting worried about people who are leaving, guys, don't worry about people who are leaving. People have to leave. You understand? Because business is only for 5% of people. 5% of the populace are the ones that become entrepreneurs. So if people decide that, don't be phased by it at all. It's the same as when some people come to your business. You might call 100 customers, and then you only have 2 that end up working with you. It's normal in business that some people will feel like it's not for them, and they will go. Some families will feel like it's not for them and they will go. At some point, when we've gone through the process, if people are living at that point, then we are going to have to do a survey to find out why is it, have we not met their needs and all this and other. But at this point, people are coming in, they assess, they see whether the information suits them or it doesn't. If it doesn't suit them and they feel that they want to go, it's fine, let them go. Okay? We continue to put our structure and do what keep going. We don't stop, right? Does that make it clear? Now let me see. Sean is saying Sean Goka is in Coventry. Angie Mtanga, hi Angie, how are you? Valerie Makawa, where do you access these hubs? I've answered that one, Valerie, for us, okay? And Alfred is saying, I like your earrings. Thank you very much, Alfred. Tisani is saying, hi Carol, would you like, would like to know on average, how much do you need to set up either dom care or supported living? Dom care, Atisani, is cheaper or more affordable to set up than the supported living, because supported living has got other hidden costs. Okay, the dom care, to be honest with you, once you've set up like you need obviously money for your admin, for your paperwork, your website, your branding, your HMRCs, whatever those things, to set up your marketing and that. And then obviously there's the hidden cost of fuel and all the other hidden costs. But don't care, to be honest with you, if you've got a client, it's something that you can do yourself. So it's very minimal costs in dom care. In supported living, if you decide to go on the accommodation side, it's very, very cash intensive. And a lot of our people are making the mistake of just stepping in because they just hear that supported living is making money. They step in without understanding how to run it. And that's why, so, you know what, we need to put some safeguards in place so people understand what they're doing. And that's because, a lot of people have approached, some people have approached me and they've lost 25,000, 10,000, 15,000. They don't even have a single client. So on the supported living, don't rush into getting yourselves entangled up into property and all of this before you've put all your other systems in place, okay? So supported living is a bit more costly. I hope that answers your question, but you can ask a bit more if you want to. Valerie is saying, sorry, to whom are we sending email? B, can you put the Survey Monkey on here so that people can see the Survey Monkey? You fill out the Survey Monkey, Valerie, and in there it's got a few questions. I think there's like 3 questions, and your email address as well on there. And so with that way, your business will be registered with us. So if we end up with 100 registered businesses, we know that we are targeting 100 businesses towards quality and additional value, and that's it. Okay? If we end up with 1,000 businesses, then we know what we are working with. But we don't want to work with 1,000 businesses who are not responsible for themselves. The type of business, the type of people that we want to work with are people that are willing to carry their own weight. Okay? We don't really want an environment where people want to be spoon-fed. We want people who want to get information, but who are also willing to give other people. You get what I'm saying? So it's okay for people that feel like it's not for them, because if someone is not willing to give, they're not for us. They're not for us, because a business person has to be a giver, a giver of solutions. You get what I'm saying? You have to be that sort of person. Those are the people that we want to work with towards addition of value. Does that make sense? And just saying, left by mistake and are failing to come back. Okay, if some have left by mistake and they're failing to come back, you let the admins know. They'll send you the link again, because we've closed the link now. So if someone is left, they can't come back. So unless obviously the admins have let them in again, okay? So yeah, so just inbox one of the admins and they'll let you know. They can then be able to give you the links to share with them, okay? And Noni saying, please explain the first thing one has to do. I guess step-by-step process. So Noni, you see your question. I'll answer it as best as I can on this platform right now. But this is the reason why we set up the work hubs, okay? Because what you need, the information that you need for you to put together a successful business, needs us to be able to be attentive to you, for us to see where you are, what your challenges are, and direct you step by step. But I'll answer it quite generically. So, Noni, I think the business hubs might be useful for you. You might need to register on the step by step on all of that. Okay, that's part of what they are. Okay, but generically, the supported living, there's the unregulated and there's a regulated. The regulated that means that you are registered with CQC, with Ofsted, or whatever compliance body um, that you need to be. Okay, and then you then choose, whether you're working with learning disabilities, mental health, whatever it is, in terms of your support, all the adults, young people. There's lots of different groups then that you can work with. You get what I'm saying? But in terms of the step by step, that is what we are actually going through right now, isn't it? That's the thing that we're talking about, the back office, the front office. That's the thing that we're talking about, the compliance, the registration of your company, the registration of your compliance, the interviews, preparing for the interviews, doing the tenders, or doing all the contract and all of that. And that is what is specifically in the work hubs. So I would encourage you, Noni, to join one of the work hubs, and then we can look at where you are right now. We look at that, we get that step done, we move to step 2. You get what I'm saying? So that in 3 months, you can look back and say, you know what, I've achieved this, and I'm now ready to go. Not for us to promise you the world and the pie in the sky, and then you don't actually do that. And I'm not promising you that if you work with me, you're going to become a millionaire. I want you to disclaim that from the get-go. I'm not promising you that. What you become is dependent on you as a person, what you put into it yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? But what we are willing to do is to have a healthy environment where we can encourage each other to good works. I call it encouraging each other to good works, okay? And that's what we want. All right, let me just see what other questions. Hi, Carol. I hear you saying we. Who are we? Are you an organization? Do you have a team of people working with you? And please explain how this will work when we need paid service. Will you be assigned to? Oh, thanks, Alina. That's a great question. Okay, so yes, I work with a team of people. You know, my business model and my business experience in all the years that I've been in business, whether it's community led, or whether it's sort of organizations, there's nothing you can do without a team. So when I say we, I'm talking about the team. Okay, and the team is not, it's not exclusive. It's not to say just the existing team that we have. So in our team, we have people that are specialists in leadership. We have people that are specialists in tendering. We have people that are specialists in branding and marketing, right? We have people that are specialists in international business. So at the moment, and people obviously that are specialists in healthcare, and I am involved in all of those aspects, right? And you will be dealing with me too. But then I can't deliver everything by myself, and I'm a big person, or I'm a big team and system advocate. If you're ever going to remember anything about me, it's about the teamwork. I believe in teamwork, and I believe in systems, right? And so you'll find that even as we go in our working journey together, that is what you'll find. And if you and I believe in adding value to each other. So if you feel that there's something that you can deliver, make yourself visible. Let us know who you are, right? And we can see how to slot you in. Because that's the purpose of this whole hub that we have here. That is really why we have it. Okay. Bimbani Mpande saying, how do you go about supported living with no accommodation? Right. So again, Bimani, I think you will benefit a lot from the workshops, okay, from the work hubs, okay. But in terms of going about it without accommodation, the supported living with accommodation and the supported living without accommodation, okay. So there are specific contracts that you can actually start to do, the specific delivery of care, like PA support, like short breaks and things like that. That's all support, isn't it? Like actual supported living within a person's home, right? You can do that either as a regulated service or unregulated service without the need for CQC registration and without the need for accommodation as well. All right. So there's ways around it. That's why a conversation is important to have. It's really important that we can have a conversation with each other quite openly and quite honestly. So I hope that kind of gives you an idea. But again, Bimani, I think the work hubs might be useful for you. So B, would you just put a link for us for the Survey Monkey on there. And if you're having any difficulties with Survey Monkey, guys, you can always let me know as well, and we can give you an email address. But we're trying to avoid giving the email address before you do the Survey Monkey so that we follow processes, okay? So that's what we're trying to do. If your business doesn't get registered, you might miss out on some of the benefits that are going to come locally and internationally, okay? There are other links that we have in terms of funding, here in the United Kingdom, funding internationally. Okay, so those of you that want to have like businesses in Africa, and whether in Zimbabwe or other places, there's also that network that's there. Or if you're a business in South Africa or in Zimbabwe or in Australia or whatever, and you want to link up with the United Kingdom, there's also that side on the generic business hub. Does that make things clear for you guys? Yeah, so let me see. How much does it cost in a hub? Moline, it's free. Joining a hub is what it costs you is you registering your email address and complying with the processes that we'll be telling you step by step. So, for instance, when we said subscribe to YouTube, that was part of it. Those that didn't subscribe didn't join. They're not here. And that's fine. You get what I mean? And then when we said, sort of, fill in the Survey Monkey, that was it. That's it. Okay? And then we kind of communicate from there, from that level. So does that make sense, guys? Is there any sort of burning questions that you have? I just thought, I need to just come out and speak to you because I noticed some people were getting very frustrated, very demoralized by people leaving. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry about that. It's someone would have made the assessment and they feel that it's not for them. That's okay. There's nothing wrong. We can't hold that against someone, right? But you who's decided to stay, we need to add value to you. You need to have a story to tell. You need to be able to be, in 6 months, in a year, you need to be able to tell your story. To say, you know what, I was here, now I'm here. And if you do that, then for my team and I, our goal is achieved. You get what I'm saying? That's what we aim to do. And we want to work with you in a way that we can quantify. So that's what we are aiming for. So we're not really fazed by people who are not ready. Carol, please check your phone. Just see. One of our admins are saying I should check my phone. Okay, guys. So I think we're gonna wind it down now. I hope it's given you a bit of an idea. Next time we'll come back and would have fixed the tech side of things, the video sound, the quality, and it hopefully to be a bit better for you. So I hope that gives you a bit of sort of a bit of clarity. And if it's okay with you, I'm gonna wind it down and I'm gonna go to my family so that I also have a weekend and you guys have a great weekend. So unless there's something burning, I am going to wind it down. And let's continue to communicate on the platforms. Keep yourselves encouraged. Keep yourselves motivated. And we are going to do this thing. All right? Okay, thank you very much. So thank you, guys. I hope you're okay. See you next time. Bye-bye.